Hello, this is Melissa, your insurance exam queen. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Kentucky Life and Health exam. It is one of the hardest, Kentucky in general is one of the hardest exams that you can take. And I am going to help make it a little bit easier on you as we walk through this video. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. It super helps me out. Like this video. You can also drop a comment below if you have any questions. So let's jump on into it. Okay, so I have shared my screen. I believe you can see that. Yes. In my Facebook group. So if you're not already part of my Facebook group, please join that. You can get a lot of support in there. You do have to answer all the questions in order to join. We don't just want randos up in the group. So make sure you answer those questions. Once you're in the group, there is a tab called Files, and you want to click on Files. And we actually have the Kentucky Life and Health Exam content outline in there. We're going to have all of the states in there. So just if it's not at the top, like it is on my shared screen, just find it. It's going to be in there. I think you can also search. So you can even just search that in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this up. And once you click on it, it'll take you to like the original post. And those are the hashtags you would need to put in. So when you're answering the questions to join the group, you have to tell us what state, what test you're in. Those would be the hashtags Kentucky Life and Health. So anyway, you click this open and it'll download to your computer, and then you click it open, and then it'll eventually show up on your computer. Okay. Now, yours does show updated 2021. Now it does say Kaplan, but they're just one of the state approved providers. This is not, but this is still the Kentucky outline. So the Kentucky chose to use Kaplan to help them make the outline, but that's not necessarily to say that Kaplan is the best course to use. I'm honestly in love with none of them. But I do like Excel because they have much better practice questions. I have the best videos to help you, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so one of the reasons that Kentucky is so dang hard is because they have made their own exam in their own outline. What I mean by that is pretty much every other state out there uses three main test providers. And when companies like Kaplan, like Excel, like ExamFX, like AD Banker make their courses, they will generally follow the structure of one of those three main test providers. And Kentucky uses none of those test providers. They have created their own exam and following their own outline. They simply matched it up to the units that Kaplan has, but that doesn't necessarily mean that unit 1 of Kaplan is exactly what you need. It's just that unit 1 of Kaplan matches some of the things that the outline has. So anyway, when you're looking at the other reason that it's so hard, so one, Kentucky has made their own exam. They're not following what everyone else does. In addition to that, they have broken up the exam into bite-sized pieces, but of really large content. So what I mean by that is, let's look at Introduction to Life Insurance. This makes up 4% of your test. In other states, this would be like 10% or sometimes closer to 20% of the exam. Kentucky has, like, if you imagine your test as a big piece of pie, or as a big pie, most states split it up into like 4 or 5 pieces. Kentucky has split it up into like 20 pieces. And you have to know everything about everything of each piece. Because like, for instance, Introduction to Life Insurance is only 2 questions. And this is probably like 10 pages worth of reading. So you have to read, know, understand, and memorize 10 pages worth of material for 2 questions. And you have no idea what those 2 questions are going to be on. Are they going to be on about insurance, which is the transfer of risk? Are they going to be on the elements of a contract, which are agreement, consideration, competent parties, legal purpose? Agreement is offer and acceptance. Like, there's so much you need to know about elements of a contract. And the contractual concepts, the mortality rate. So much content in only 2 questions. And the whole exam is like this. So when you look for the need of life insurance, it makes up 2 questions. Permanent life insurance makes up only 3 questions. Look at annuities, 3 questions. You have to study all of this. You have to know all of that. Each one of these represents like 2 or 3 pages worth of reading, and it is 3 questions. This is why it is so hard to pass the Kentucky Life and Health exam. And if you are in Kentucky, I am sending you all the loves and all the hugs and all the vibes because you guys have a difficult exam. So here's what I can do to help you out. One, I offer class series videos, and Gold is the best. And it is videos that I have used to teach you this material. So like I have a video on annuities and how annuities work. I have a video, that talks about the elements of a contract, longer in-depth videos. I have the YouTube videos, which are small bite-sized pieces, but they may not cover all of these topics. But I have longer, bigger videos that are available in Gold that go way more in depth. And if you watch my Gold videos, you're way more likely to understand all of this information. You're way more likely to memorize it. I have helped Kentucky people pass the exam. It does usually take them more than one try. National average is about 3 tries. Kentucky, it's closer to 5 or 6 tries. I think they make it so hard so that you have to keep paying for the exam. I don't know. But again, I'm going to try and ease that burden for you by teaching you as much as I can about the exam using my Gold class videos. So you can go purchase that on my website at insuranceexamqueen.com. There's also free resources on my website. So whether you can purchase my $97 Gold course or not, definitely check out the free resources. Another reason why I really love my Gold class series is when you go down to one of the things you need to know is provisions. Oh, that's the health. Oh, dang it. This is only life. Okay. We got to make sure we get the health one in there for you too, but you need to know provisions as well. And let me actually just pause for a minute and get the health one. So give me 1 second. Pause. Okay, so I have now uploaded both the Kentucky Life exam content outline and health content outline in the Facebook group. So let me pull up the health one. Now, one of the craziest things that I have seen about the Kentucky exam is that they actually require that. And then here again, you see types of health policies is 4 questions. Look at all the things you need to know to be able to answer those 4 questions. So neither exam is easy on you. But one of the things I noticed is provisions. Now, for you, provisions is a total of 6 questions. I have seen 6 questions alone on grace period on some other exams. So like there's so many things they can talk to you about on provisions, and you're even required to know the number of them. So like most state exams just teach entire contract. You need to know that that's provision number 1. So they could test you what is provision number 1, and you have to know that it's the entire contract. So I teach, when I'm teaching the provisions, I have the number on the slide as I'm teaching those in my Gold class series. So what I would recommend if you're taking the Kentucky Life or Health exam is print these documents out, watch my Gold videos, and as you're learning the things, go through the outline and see, can I talk about this, right? So can I talk about what the entire contract is? Oh, the entire contract is a policy plus the application stapled together. Can I talk about time limit on certain defenses? That's a 2-year period that if the insurance company discovers that there's any errors in the application, they can deny coverages. After 2 years, they cannot. And these are all the things that I'm teaching you, inside the Gold class series. So as you're learning the information, you're looking at the outline and making sure that you can talk about it so that you can be prepared for a question that shows up on the exam. So it is a hard exam. It is difficult. You're going to have to buckle down and study hard. But another key thing is having a very positive mindset. You want to be excited and happy to study so you can be excited and happy to pass. And the energy of excitement and passing is going to carry you much further than being scared or terrified of passing the exam. So you want to make sure you have a really good mindset, a really good attitude. And I have a mindset playlist on my YouTube channel that I highly recommend that you watch, and then just buckle down and study. Go, they kind of are all the same. Like you see a lot of them, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%. Okay, pretty much it looks like in health, all of them are split up evenly by 8%. Oh, this one's 6%, right? So you want to focus on the types of health, 6%. You want to focus the most on the 8% ones, but there's a lot of them. So it is a difficult exam. Go after the biggest percentage ones. Make sure you can, talk about each topic that you see on the outline. And if you need the best support, you can join my Platinum, where you actually are able to talk to me directly via the Telegram app. As part of the Gold class series, we do also offer live classes. So Peter teaches the life and health classes. There's usually 3 classes a week that you can attend live. And that way you can also get some additional support. So we are sending you all the loves, all the vibes to pass the Kentucky exam. Yes, it's difficult, but you can do it. Maintain a positive mindset, print out this outline, get my Gold class series, and you will be able to buckle down and get studied and pass this exam. So I love you. Have an amazing day. Stop recording. Bye.